and welcome to Nathan But the Truth. Ooh, you guys, I don't know. I'm, you guys, is it me? Am I just a different animal, or what? Why is it that I see things as they are, and no one else sees what I see? I'm clueless. I'll tell you why. After this election, the candidate of America's Choice promises to keep his promises, campaign promises. You know, when people running for election, they make all these wild promises for people. The one candidate, she promised that she's going to help people, first time buyers, become home, get a home, and she's going to help people start businesses and stuff. And those are campaign promises. And so I thought people would be excited if she had won, because then if they've never owned a home, or if they were trying to start a small business, they'd have hope in that she'd keep her campaign promise. Well, the fellow that won, he's really about business. He's trying to keep his campaign promise. He promised to deport, mass deportation. And already they are working on mass deportation. They have opened up the FEMA camps, okay? Because you can check by satellite these particular camps. They're like, there's a couple in Georgia, several in Arkansas and stuff. And so I look on the satellite imaging, and my God, it's got so much activity at them FEMA grounds, okay? A lot of activity. So they're gearing up for that mass deportation. But I was looking at his other campaign promise. It was essentially a declaration of war. And because I say that, people aren't going to listen to my podcast. People aren't going to listen to me, simply because for 500 years you've been trained not to listen to a black man, or forewarnings or forbearings. This man said that he's going to give police total immunity. Okay? That is a declaration of war. That means that police can, as they're riding down the street, they see somebody they don't like, they open up fire. They've been doing that this past month. They've had, 52 cases of police just shooting people without interaction. I kid you not. Go to YouTube, go to Google, look at it. And the police were no hint of arrest or prosecution or anything, just open murder. That's already here, but it's going to be in such a large scale because they have total immunity. What's stopping them? And so when somebody has declared war on you, and oh, you said that show is wrong, there's no resource, there's no judicial system. So what are you going to do? At what point do you realize you need to fight back? I'm clueless. It's never happened in the United States amongst black people. Everything has been done to them that imaginable. Never fought back. Never even a hint of it. Just even the thought of me sitting up here talking like I am will have people stop that video probably before I got to this point even. I don't want to hear that, they'll say. I've been very hard on when I'm talking social, black community social ills, because I people say I attack the black woman. Well, that's who's in charge. When I was in the military, when I first got in, I was made squad leader. And I had a squad, and we were to do certain things that the training instructor had told us to do. And one of the guys in my group could not grasp what we were doing. He kept messing up, kept messing up. And the training instructor, TI, that's what we call them in other branches, they call them drill instructors. Boy, he got pissed. I mean, he was mad. So at the end of the day, he called me into his office. And that man began to rip me up one side and down the other. And I was angry. And I told him, I said, it wasn't me. It was him. And I pointed out the fact that it was fell up under me. He looked at me. He said, God damn it, don't you ever do that again. He said, you're in charge. When I placed you in charge, you carry the responsibility, not him. And that sunk into me. And so when you hear me being given disparaging remarks about black women, she's in charge. She's been in charge ever since y'all got off the motherfucking boat. And that bitch will walk around this goddamn country boasting and bragging on white man's media how she the head of the house, she the head. And our children are, young men are volunteering to go into the prison system because they want street creds, doing any kind of crimes. Daughters is running around here laying with man after man after man, no protection, just letting all the filth inside their body, getting pregnant, not knowing who the fathers are. Immorality. She's in charge. But you can't say nothing about her. She wants to brag about being the boss. Because you black men in the black community are only taught to love one parent, honor one parent. You're not taught that Bible that y'all claim you taught because it says honor thy mother and thy father and keep them, No. You motherfuckers want to turn around and be just like your fathers, lay up with any kind of woman, have these damn bastards and illegitimates, and that's what they are, and send them out there into the world. And so now all of you running around here thinkless and got a whole society of people wanting to annihilate you and kill you because they're the ones that reduced your morals. They took that black bitch and put her at the top. She the boss. Don't tell me you don't like being called a bitch when all your celebrities got their great names from doing the same thing because you celebrate the rap industry, hip hop, that sent millions of black men into incarceration since the 80s, all inspired by the rap lyrics, wearing a certain color, clothing. You're going to kill somebody. I was living in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm watching the news, and the woman in the news said, oh, the Crips and the Bloods are coming to Dayton, Ohio. And I'm like, no, they're not. Those are a bunch of little po-ass, some bitches live in a project. They're going to board a plane, fly in, and start recruiting? No. And weeks after they said that, little black kids is playing out in their yard. Guys drive by, I guess the kids, because they watching the rap music, okay, or rap video. They learning these gang signs because, see, in the rap videos, it teaches gang signs and what drinks to drink and what smoke to smoke. And so they're riding down the street, the guys are, and they see these little kids flipping gang signs and they open up fire and kill them. Because, see, that's what gangs are supposed to do, according to the rap lyrics. Gangster rap, they call it. But the black woman's in charge. Every black woman's house I went to when I was delivering mail back in the 80s was playing rap music. Now, ain't no man in the house, okay, raising her kids on that rap music. And anybody who's in their late 40s, early 50s will tell you. I'm not lying. They was raised listening. It was drummed into their heads. That was the mamas. because daddy's wasn't in the house, remember? In my home, rap music was never played, and I never cracked down on my kids and said, I don't want to hear that. They knew that it wasn't to be played. They didn't play it. Okay? Whether they listened to it or not, I didn't give a shit. They knew the rap artists and this and that. But I wasn't going to blare no stereo in my home playing any kind of particular music, to be honest with you. But it was led by a man. Okay. So don't be sitting up getting offended when I blame the black woman for every goddamn thing wrong. And they run around here getting mad talking about the black woman. Tried to save America. She's a fool. She's in charge. Because see, the thing is, you don't get the glory and not get the criticism. Because see, there's some serious criticism headed that way and some correction. If you don't want to be in charge, shut the fuck up, get out of the way, because war has been waged on all African Americans in the United States of America. And I'm trying to get them together. I'm trying to get these brothers together. And I can't get them together if they looking at their bitch ass mama, tell them, no, you walk around with your hands in the air, you be peaceful and nonviolent against a motherfucker who's trained to kill you. He's going to kill you. You're going to die. And you're told not to resist, not to fight back. What kind of God are you serving? Goddamn God. If you motherfuckers gonna sit up and listen to somebody tell you that God said you don't resist, at the same time, that same God, you're saying those are God's people. That's killing you, raping you, defiling you. Make sense out of that for me. And black men, stop getting trying to find curry favor with Shanae by saying, "Oh man, he hard on them sisters." You goddamn right, because that bitch will sit up and watch you get shot down in the goddamn street, fool, and lay up under the same motherfucker that shot you down. How many movies have you seen where the white man that killed the black man and the white man ended up with the black man's woman? I can name you a host of them, and y'all love watching it like motherfucking fools. That black bitch don't love you, don't have no respect for you. And if you want the respect, you come together, you get together and say, hey, listen, brother, let's get together and let's defend ourselves. Because your community has been under attack, but now you have more of a right to defend yourself. And you don't need a white man to tell you that you have a right to defend yourself. Because he's not going to tell you that. You'll be waiting forever. That young brother down there in Florida, them white folks rolled up on him. He's driving down the street, minding his own business. A car loaded of motherfuckers rolled up on him, shooting at him, ran him off the road. He had a gun. He fired back. One of them died. He's in prison today. He defended himself. Self-defense. It's not allowed amongst blacks in America. You're not allowed to defend yourself. Get off that bullshit. Stand my ground. Motherfucker, listen to me. You take your rights. You make your rights. You don't wait on somebody to tell you, oh, it's okay to fight me back. I mean, seriously. They've waged war. And this man's going to keep his campaign promise. As soon as he is sworn in, he's going to sign an executive order giving police total immunity. And it will be challenged in the courts, and it'll make its way all the way to the Supreme Court, and he will win because that's his Supreme Court. All white people have been wanting this for years. That's all they've ever talked about. And the protest, he's already said he's bringing the military out on protesters. Kill. There won't be rubber bullets. So what you gonna do? You gonna mock me or you gonna join me? Okay. I want to hear people say, "Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna join you. I get it. I understand. Let's start talking and let's bring these brothers together so that we can protect ourselves." That's all. That's all I'm saying. Protection mode. I'm not saying go out and do anything to anybody. Protect yourselves, your community. See your every child as your child. On podcast, what is it, 49? I talk about that in depth. Every child is your child. And you need to start seeing it that way. But Shanae won't allow you. Trust me. As soon as you start to talk about all black children are your children, that black woman going to war with you because, see, her love and admiration is for her oppressor. Because, see, she's been raped into submission for 500 years. The gynecology started in New York City with a man who would bring black women in and operate on them, taking the uterus out of their body. And he had hundreds of people would pay to come and watch this happen. No anesthesia at all. What would you call that? I would call that just sheer torture. Mutilating them, cutting organs out of their body, see how long they would live. This really happened. That's the founder of gynecology in New York. All this medical stuff is up for display because they brag about this man. And that's why the black woman has nothing inside of her for her children. So, see, when black children are killed, murdered, slaughtered, there's no Papa get the gun. They took my baby. That's what a white woman do. She gets a posse together. You come after her child. You harm her child anyway. So quit talking about how great this black woman is and how wonderful she is. She's in charge. And that's why you are where you're at today. Because you're not led by masculinity. Okay? You're not led by men. And you're okay with that. And you keep praising the very motherfuckers that really have no use for you. You have to separate yourself. I'm not saying start a war within your own race. No, separate yourself. Start standing together as men. Okay. Quit worrying about what Shanae and Shaniqua and all them think about you because they don't give a damn about you. If trust me, if you beat their ass for 500 years the way their ass has been beat, they would love you, but they don't love you. They love who been putting their foot in their ass. I watched Asian store owner savagely beat a black woman, and it was videotaped. These brothers, days later, group of brothers get together, and they go and they chastise that man. Okay, they try to do a macho thing, a manly thing, but yet they kept talking about our queen, and it wasn't several days later that store was full of black women shopping, buying hair products from that Asian man. Now, this is an Asian man that just savagely beat a black woman. That store should not even have been still standing. He shouldn't even have the nerve to even come in that community. But there's all these black women just shopping away. This is who you telling me don't be talking about. There's some corrections need to be there. Because that black bitch will look you in your face and say, I don't care how bad that motherfucker beat my ass. I'm going to bow to him, not you. Get the hell out of my way. She has no love for you. And then she'll be mad at me because I'm talking to you in a way where it's going to make you think. You're going to have to wake up sooner or later, brother. And are you going to wake up when you bleeding out on the sidewalk? I mean, seriously, after the white man and pumps you full of bullets, is that when you're going to wake up? That's a little bit too late there. Because that brother down there in Louisiana, they beat him for 41 goddamn minutes. I don't even want to tell you to go and watch the damn video, but it's there. It's several because it shows all of them's body cameras and stuff. Well, half the body cameras, a lot of them they wouldn't even show. But for like 41 minutes, that man is handcuffed and being beaten to death, and he died, and not one charge. In fact, they ruled that they wouldn't charge him, and all the while he's being beaten, he was yelling and pleading and begging. So when they beating your ass, are you gonna be begging and pleading for somebody like me to roll up? Because see, I'll give my life. I'll come in there with every goddamn thing I got to try to help you. We'll die together, but we'll die fighting. Do you want somebody like me then, or do you want somebody like me now? You have to make that decision. Don't be crying out, yelling and begging and pleading for your life as you being beaten or shot. It don't have to go down like that, y'all. This man has declared war on you, and he's using all the powers given to him to do so, to exact that. These people did not vote for him because they care about an economy. This man just said he's going to double tariffs. Doubling tariffs don't do shit to China or Taiwan or anybody else that's selling products in America. It don't hurt them. Doubling tariffs, double tariffs is a tax. That means it's a duty tax. That means that when they bring a TV in order to sell that TV in the United States, they have to pay so much money to get it sold there. They pay that and up the price. It ain't hurting them. It ain't hurting nobody. Because then when Best Buy get that TV, they up the price. And guess who's gonna buy that TV at that high price? You. Tariff don't hurt nobody but the last person to pay. The end consumer. So they don't care about economy. They want war. They want a subtle war. They want to be able to just start killing y'all. And when you get mad and call yourself on the run to the street and say, oh, they can shoot you down. You out of here. And deservedly so. Because even if it comes to my own children, grandchildren, any son, one of those son bitches in my family, I pray that white man slaughter their motherfucking ass. Because if you that goddamn stupid, you ain't learned nothing from me other than to say you want to give your life to the devil, then go have at it. I'm all for you. Because the choice is given to every man, woman on this earth, good or evil. And if you want to bow to evil, then I can't stop you. You come in here alone, you leave alone. I have to worry about my own salvation at this juncture. I can't sit up here and worry about some bitch who wants to sit up and bow down to the most evil and vile and corrupt system there is and not resist. I'm sorry. I have to stay away from you because see, you'll kill me, hurt me. Because see, I'm going to hurt the oppressor. I'm going after the oppressor. Okay? Who's trying to hurt me. And if you're in protection mode of them, then okay. Who do you see as the bad guy then? Me. So you guys better wise up. Make your choice real quick. You ain't got much time. In fact, you've run out of time. And the only thing you should say after this video is I stand with Nathan. Or I don't. Because if you don't stand with me, who are you standing with? Because there ain't but two ways you can go. Okay? Good don't smell good or taste good. Evil is attractive to you. Wickedness is attractive to you. Okay? Because I remember when my one daughter was born and her mother's of a different culture. And she was saying, Nama, Nama, hey, Nama. Well, I knew Nama meant dog face. Looked at her in a scolding manner. I said, why do you call our daughter dog face? She said, oh, you need to know that you do not sit up and call a child beautiful and dote over their looks. Because see, Satan hears. Satan don't know what's beautiful and what's ugly. And Satan will hear that and because Satan only wants beautiful people to do his bidding. Attractive people, people that smell good, look good, taste good. Because that's his he needs to attract and get souls. She said, so when you say Nama, dog face, well, the devil, he don't want an old dog face person. He can't do nothing with them. Okay. In my lifetime, I'm 65 years old. I have never had a, an unattractive woman approach me to do me harm, approach me to try to rob me or con me. It's always the most beautiful, attractive. And they come at me and I'll see it coming because I'm wise. I've always kind of been on my P's and Q's. And I kind of shy away because I know what's up. Okay. I'm not that irresistible that this beautiful, knockdown, gorgeous woman wants to have any damn thing to do with me. I use common sense. And sure enough, she's out for gain. She's out to bring some man in and take every damn thing he got, maybe leave him dead. Okay. But that less attractive woman, there's no uh, attraction to her that where that she's going to attract men. So the demons and the imps and the Satan and all of them left her alone. Oh no, we can't use her. Not for what we need to do. So that is the attractiveness. So understand, I'm not going to be coming at you all attractive. My message is true. There's no lying. Okay. And I stand on something. So if you're not interested in what I have to say, who are you listening to? Who are you interested in? And what do they have you doing? Because war is at hand. Somebody's out to get you. Okay. Now, if you want to think I'm out to get you, you're wrong. I want you standing with me because, see, I'm swinging. So um, take it for what you will. I want you to understand war has been waged on you, and there's this is fait accompli. Because see, this is the final straw. You don't understand. If somebody's given total immunity to execute you, that means war. You are at war. In a war situation, the general tells the soldiers, you have total immunity to kill the enemy. Can't be court-martialed for killing the enemy. You cannot. And so they have to go out there. In fact, you will be court-martialed if you don't kill the enemy. You will be frowned upon. So what has been given is a directive, and America wrote off on it as a mandate that we need to start killing these people indiscriminately whenever we want. And if you can't see it that way, then I strongly suggest you commit suicide. Consider doing that. Take yourself out. You are no use to society or this earth. There's there's no salt in your taste. You're worthless. I am. I love you. Okay. I am Nathan Robinson, and I'm back quiet.